Hello, welcome back. Sushi Castle has been on a fairly extensive hiatus thanks to a succession of crippling technical problems. I've actually recorded something like 30 episodes that have been destroyed in one way or another. Either the audio got chewed up or the video stopped recording halfway through or a variety of other things, but hopefully this will be a satisfactory comeback. So welcome back to the castle and let's go in search of our sushi. So we're a green ninja today and he wants to go deeper. Don't we all? Into the Dungeons Part 1. Straightforward, one exit, no big deal. Since the last time you joined me, successfully, the game has been patched, and in fact another update downloaded just now. I know that one of the things that's been changed, ignore the fountain, one of the things that's been changed is a lot of the enemies have been made weaker, so they go down more easily. But I have no idea what the brand new update from today did to the game, so maybe we'll discover some things as we go along, or maybe they'll be a little more subtle than that. Anyway, put those ninjas down, grab some onions to contribute to our delicious soup. Blood-covered sushi. I really don't want to know why this sushi is always covered in blood. I don't want to know where it's been, but we'll put it in our mouth. Perfect sushi, 3 hearts more. Completely useless, because we hadn't taken any damage and that was healing sushi. So it was a waste, but at least it didn't do me any harm. Alright. Not a great fan of this room layout. Seems to come up quite a lot, actually. These irritating pale yellow ninjas frequenting this maze-like network of paths across a pond. Okay, pop the chest. More onions. That's fine. Not a huge pickup, but fine. Purple prune-faced guys with their disturbing shriveled purple heads. Again, not a big deal. This seems to be one of the types of enemy that has been nerfed somewhat, and it's very welcome because they used to be a right pain to take down. Okay, gold coin. We're becoming rich, but we won't need money when we pick up the severed head of Boba Fett. I don't think I've ever picked this up before. It is money, 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 apparently. I assume that probably means we'll get more money drops, but I don't know. Seems the item descriptions are as unclear as ever. I actually quite like not having the items spelling out what they do all the time. I like having to discover their uses through experimentation, but some of the items in this are a bit too cryptic. There are some I've used for, in total, spread across several runs, probably a period of a couple of hours overall, and I still have no idea what they do. Like one of the things that follows you around. I forget which one it is. Is it the Vendetta Soul, perhaps? Still no idea what it does. All it seems to do is fly around after me. Anyway, our scrawny Boba Fett ninja is going to head to the... where did I miss? Ah, the right up here. Okay. These guys, not a huge deal. The perpendicular type ones could be irritating as I try to take out diagonal guy here. But now he's gone, it's straightforward. Stand at a diagonal angle and pop shots at them. Not a big problem. Even if I do stupidly faceplant into their shurikens. Pop this chest. Some more money. Some more sushi. So let's eat one of these sushis. Increases my range. Good stuff. What about this one? Decreases my heart capacity. Fantastic. My favourite thing. I'm not sure what kind of sushi could actually make you permanently weaker. It must be horrifically badly cooked. Karma's not a big deal. Probably the second easiest boss in my opinion. I think Yokozuna is slightly easier. Simply by virtue of the fact that Karma spawns purple fire, which, as you may remember, causes me some problems when it dies. But we'll just keep circle strafing around him. Not a huge deal. And pretty soon he'll go down, and then it's just a matter of mopping up the flames. It sounds like the least exciting Dragon Force song ever made. Okay, eat some cockroach soup. Crunchy and nutritious. And head downstairs. We've regained the maximum health we lost, but Forgive me if I don't feel particularly good about... What the hell? This is new. I assume this is one of the things they just added in the update. Today. A disco room or some sort. Oh, this is very disturbing. I'm not old enough to remember the 70s, but this is pretty much how I imagine it. Complete with ninjas and people sitting grumpily in the corner. Okay. I really need to get rid of these enemy spawning guys, or they will just fill the entire room. Come on, come on. I wonder if this means Sushi Castle's reached its first sales target. I know they were threatening to release new content upon certain sales targets, and one of them was new rooms, so maybe they have reached their first target. Anyway, got a pair of scissors for that absolute bedlam. We're almost dead, which would be an embarrassing point in the game to keel over on the Dungeons Part 2. Oh god. Wasted my money causing flames to spawn there. And an onion, that's a bit better. I think the best thing you ever get from a fountain is an onion, so I'll just leave it to its business. The bounty hunter doesn't seem to be having much effect. I haven't noticed myself picking up significantly more money than I usually do. Oh well. Just slap down these yellow ninjas. They're not a big deal. Not a huge threat. They can only fire in one direction at any given moment. Distinct weakness in their ninja training, although my ninja training mainly consists of walking around. I can't even jump or anything, so I'm in no position to scoff. Don't feel healthy enough to tackle that gauntlet room, so let's go upwards. Okay, normal shuriken ninja guys. They should go down without too much fuss. I'd really like to pick up an RB item at this point. I don't get them very often, all in all. And oh, there's the boss room. Do I want to fight the boss immediately? I'm not sure. Oh, what the hell. I have a ninja scroll in my pocket, maybe that'll help me out. And it's Hanzo. We know Hanzo. Just had to get my laptop off standby there, and now we go into the fight. I actually have my laptop set to not go onto standby at all, however long I'm away, but it still does it every sort of 3 minutes or something. Very irritating. Anyway, Hanzo's not the biggest problem as long as I can avoid face-planting shurikens, which is by no means a certainty. In fact, it's certain that I will do it at least once more, I'm sure. Come on, come on, just die, keel over, come on. Okay, scoff some meat. And now we might as well clear up the rest of the floor. Now we've turned into a ninja Boba Fett Bruce Willis. Yeah. Okay. Sorry, I was just mentally picturing Bruce Willis actually being cast in Star Wars. It's a deeply disturbing image. Shurikens can be a problem, but managed to get out of this one. Clean up the crates. I've actually been complimented on my fractionally OCD insistence on smashing all the crates. More money. Shop would be nice. We have 23 coins. Oh, I can't believe I was actually considering just heading down to the next floor without actually going to the item room. I'd completely forgotten we didn't go to it. Alright, clean up the shurikens at some point. Eventually. Thank you. Okay. Come on. I wouldn't have thought small flying projectiles would be so resilient. Worth an onion to get into that chest, I think. And we get our onion back anyway. And we pick up some good sushi. Tasteful increases our range. A heart, and get our scroll back. And the free item is arrows. The best defense is a good offense. An RB item at last. Not sure what this one does. I think I picked it up once, but only once, so I actually don't remember what its effect is. Can't be bothered with the gauntlet room, so let's just head onwards to the Barracks 1. Okay. I think with 23 coins it's worth cutting open the shop. Okay. I have no idea what this thing is. It might be an RB item. Well, let's break these crates while we think about it. I know that sort of tube-like item is the cannon. It's a replacement weapon, but I've actually never noticed much difference between that and my default weapon. So I'm not particularly inclined to spend 25 coins on it. But having said that, maybe it's one of the things that's been patched. So it might be worth trying it, but for 25 coins it's a bit steep. Oh well, let's use this sushi. Strong sushi increases our damage. Our stats are looking pretty weak actually, we haven't got much in the way of stats up. I think I'm going to go for this crossed leek and parsnip combination here. Try and get rid of Bruce Willis Fett's beer gut. On a diet, 95% recommend it to friends. And it's increased our speed substantially, but it's also lowered our damage. Not hugely impressed. Okay, eat this sushi. Teleported me into the corner. Very satisfying, I'm sure, if you're into that kind of thing. Okay. Could do with shots that go through solid objects. Whatever they're called in this. Come on, come on. Sort of ghostly shots. But I don't have any, so I'll just have to make do with this crappy layout. Come on, purple face. Right. Now, just to clean up the shurikens, which is not as easy as it sounds if you have my skill. Oh god, stop running away from me, pansy. Okay, another coin, and onwards. This should be straightforward, because we can take on one at a time. But with our lowered damage, it might not be quite as easy as it should be. Come on, put him down! I wonder what it is about having a prune for a head that makes you faint so easily. Okay. Neither of these rooms looks particularly enticing, so let's go up. Oh no. Oh no, no, no. Acidic desserts and a couple of giant ninjas. This could be bad, actually. The lack of ability to walk across most of the floor could be a serious impediment. Oh god, walk straight into that shot there. Come on, dessert, go down. Now I have to deal with the strong one, that could be a major problem. I know, let's try out our RB item, these arrows. Oh, that was disappointing. And it's not even arrows, it's shurikens. Why is the picture arrows? What are you doing, Milkstone? Pay attention. Use an onion to get in there. It's probably worth it. Unless it turns out to be a mimic. Health. Well, didn't need all of that health, but some health as well, commendable. Not worth cutting open an ordinary room. This game, unlike the game it's based on, seems to lock pretty much any old room at random. And that fits with the whole philosophy of randomising everything, but at the same time, it seemed kind of pointless. The other game, which 10,000 people have pointed out, something I already know. Yes, this is based on the Binding of Isaac. Thank you for validating my existing knowledge, Internet. Yeah, the Binding of Isaac locks only important rooms. Item rooms, shops, libraries, I think. And that makes sense. I don't see why you would bother expending a key or a pair of scissors in this, opening a normal room when it's most likely just going to contain enemies. Seems kind of pointless. Anyway, these purple fires are not welcome. They damage me more often than they really should, because I'm bad at dodging. Fuck me. Oh, god damn it! Ugh. Alright. Okay, well we got a pair of scissors, that's better than nothing. And avoided taking damage from the last one, at least. There's a scroll there, so let's use the one we've got. Ugh. Invincibility would have been useful at another time. And our item is a severed thorny ear, which is a, I don't know, seahorse of some sort? I don't know, can't tell. Ninja piercing will hurt you more than it hurts me. I think that makes your bullets pass through enemies. Not the most useful thing. It sounds useful, but in practice I've never found it makes that much difference, in all honesty. You'd think when you have enemies stacking up, like the prune-faced ninjas, that this would be pretty useful for taking out the ones at the back, but as I say, I've never found it makes a huge difference. Let's just take on the boss. It's Gondra. Gondra is a tough bastard. One of my least favourite bosses. Possibly my least favourite altogether. I have actually fought some new bosses since the last time you joined me in Sushi Castle, because I got down to the gardens a couple of times. But as I say, the recordings didn't work out. Sorry about that. Gondra is a serious problem because his combination of dropping bombs everywhere and his bloody pissing all over the floor with his acidic urine. So it ends up in a situation where there's nowhere safe for you to walk. And look at the state of it, he's too much like a slug. I hate slugs, they make my skin crawl. But I like dragons in this game. Taste dragons' slugginess. Ugh. Okay, Boba Fett, put him down. Put him out of his misery. You fought Jedi, and actually, this Gondra is a bit too much like Jabba the Hutt. It's starting to get surreal. Can you imagine if Jabba the Hutt had flown around with little dragonfly wings and pissed all over the floor like Gondra? The director's cut of Return of the Jedi. Anyway, eat this pile of bananas. Or instant noodles. There might be some other stuff on this floor, but I can't be bothered. Let's go downstairs. The Barracks 2. Piece of cake! I thought you wanted sushi, and now you want cake. Fickle ninja. Okay, break some more crates. It's funny how many games this works in. It's particularly common in the Zelda games, you know, where you go into a shop, and you break open the shopkeeper's belongings and pick up money, which you then use to buy stuff from the shopkeeper. Doesn't he mind that you robbed him and then used his own money? It always seems particularly insulting. But it works just as well in Sushi Castle as it does in Zelda, so let's finish all this up. Not sure what that fire in a bottle does. Reminds me of Castlevania 3. You know, the holy water. So let's buy it. And it is lighter, burning down the house. Seems to be a passive. Hasn't shown up as an RB item or anything. Don't know what it does. Let's buy the paper plane as well. Light as a feather. That increased our range enormously, but increased our damage even more. So, even more than it was already. So we're basically doing no damage here. Not that it makes all that much difference. You may remember me moaning in the past that I don't notice a difference between 0 damage and max damage. According to Milkstone Studios, each notch on your damage bar is a 10% change, but it seems to me that the difference between no damage and all damage is about 10% in the total. And that's something that doesn't seem to have been patched. Anyway, these splitting flames are a serious thorn in my side, but hopefully they won't last much longer. Okay, could have gone better, but at least we're still walking. Oh god, masses of Sonic ninjas. I'm sorry for all the stuff I said about Sonic. I didn't mean it, he's my friend. Oh god. Oh! Well, he was my friend up until Sonic Adventure. Sonic Rush is okay though, he's kind of making a comeback. Come on, down you go. Alright. Any other Sonic fans out there? I know there's at least one watching this. Pop chest open, some health. Do I want to tackle the gauntlet room? Go on. We've avoided all the others so far, let's be brave. But first, items. And now we're out of scissors. Not a good position to be in, because we can't open any other locked stuff until we get some more. God, there's a lot of crates in this one. Hold on. Laptop went on standby again, so if the audio got chewed up there, I apologise. It's my laptop's fault. So, just to finish busting these crates, this thing is the Taiko drum, and as I recall, it's a new weapon. It fires very, very slowly, but I think it does quite a lot of damage. Let's see, I suppose. A lot of range as well, by the looks of it. Okay, so we'll give that a go. I don't remember whether it's any good, but what the hell. Bigger than our entire ninja, it has to be powerful. Okay, first wave is these guys. deceptively tough. They seem like they'd be fairly straightforward like the other yellow type ninjas, but these ones shoot actively straight at you rather than just perpendicularly. At this rate I might have to use my ninja scroll pretty soon. I was going to save it for a tough wave. Oh god. Oh no, use it now. Teleported to the item room. So I have to fight that... No, I don't have to fight it. So that's what happens. If you go back to the gauntlet room after escaping it, you don't have to fight the rest of the ninjas who were in there, but you also don't get the benefit of the item. So, all in all, you lose out. There you go. Smack down the Sonic Ninja, smack down the turret, and then the last guy. Taiko Drum is pretty tough, actually. Quite liking this. I don't remember being impressed with it before, but today it seems to be doing well. Okay, upwards. Oh no, darkened room. Don't like darkened rooms. Die, prune man, die! Wow, 2 shots. He went down in 2 shots. That's insane. I think the Taiko Drum has been patched. I think it's been upgraded somewhat. I don't remember it being this powerful before. Oh god, these guys mess with my head. I know that pattern is really simple. You walk in front of them and they run at you, but somehow it just messes with me. It always throws me and I just end up being separated by them every time. Alright, splitting fire is a problem. Oh god. Don't really have a plan for this, just keep running around and hoping for the best. Could do with higher rate of fire to deal with these, but Taiko Drum is a slow firing weapon. Still getting some lucky shots in. Okay. What's next? An empty room, how refreshing. Unfortunately, a locked door. And I think, from what I've seen, locked doors never head towards the boss room. Presumably the game doesn't want to permanently obstruct you. So, could be this way. There it is. Really need to put these guys down quickly though. Piercing shots helped out there because they went through the flames and killed the turret guy, so that's nice. Okay, finish off the blue flame, it goes about its business. Bust the crate, nothing. Let's just take on the boss. What do you reckon? I reckon Gremlin. Sure enough, Gremlin is another one of my least favourites because his laser attack completely screws me. And somehow, even though, again, the pattern is reasonably simple, I always end up walking into either his laser or his triple shot there. Oh! Not difficult to avoid, why can't I do it? Come on, Taiko Drum is making short work of me. Okay, eat the badger and head downstairs. That sounds like a euphemism. Eat the badger and head downstairs. Oh, now he's getting time for lunch as well. Getting into the spirit of things. Anyway, the Gardens Part 1. Not optimistic, with only 3 health left, but I'll do what I can. Try eating the sushi, can't remember what it does from last time. Oh, teleporting me into the corner, no use. Okay. Let's put these guys down. I think the Taiko Drum can do it. Grab the health, pop the chest. Okay. We're a little bit more alive than we were a second ago. Massive purple prune-faced guys could be a problem. They have a tendency to obstruct each other, so it can take a while to take any one of them out. Range up again. Our range is huge. Okay, let's use our RB arrows. Basically didn't help at all. Thought it might thin out the flames a little, but no. Okay. It's a good thing we've got the Taiko Drum, because if we were still using our default weapon, I reckon we'd be finished off now. Faster rate of fire would be nice though. All this sushi is bad, so let's not bother. Just continue with our vandalism. Come on. Okay. Health is a little bit better, but I still don't feel great about our chances. I think even if we get to the boss room, the boss will probably finish us off. Oh god. Right. The purple flames could do me in very well. Come on. Come on. Come on. Going to use an onion to get in there. Worth it. That's probably worth another onion to get in the other side as well. Yes, help. And scroll. Use the scroll. New bombs. So that's not fantastic, but better than bad anyway. And pop this one for money. Alright, upwards is more green ninjas. Hopefully I'll take them out before they coat the entire floor in their excretions. One thing I'm noticing in this game is a lack of enemy types. According to Milkstone, you see more and more types of enemies as you go along, but I haven't noticed all that much variation. It's kind of a shame. Eat the sushi. Poison sushi, down to 3 hearts, which is about what I was at anyway. This contains scissors. What a treat. Empty room and a shop. We can buy 15 coin items, so let's take a look. No. I don't know what that is. Pufferfish of some sort. Might be worth buying a heart. I'll see if I can get to 20. If so, I'll come back and buy that pufferfish thing. See what that does. If I had to guess, my guess would be poison shock. Oh god. We may not make it out of this room. Quick, drop an onion. Oh god. Really need to put down the shit. Yes, put down this shit. Good advice. Anyway, the game mocks us by pointing out the obvious. Thanks for watching this reasonably long run, and I will see you the next time for more Sushi Castle.